Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, where we break down powerful books and insights to help you grow personally and professionally. Today, we're diving into The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, a book that has remained a cornerstone of personal development. Covey's approach isn't about quick-fix solutions. It's about building lasting habits grounded in principles like responsibility, integrity, and purpose. Covey's habits aren't just about productivity or achieving goals. They're a blueprint for leading a balanced, purposeful life. Imagine these 7 habits as 7 strong pillars holding up a structure. Each habit reinforces the others, creating a foundation for long-term success and fulfillment. In this video, we'll go through each habit in depth and show you how to apply them to create a life you truly value. Ready to transform your approach to life and work? Let's jump in. Let's start with Habit 1. Be proactive. Covey describes proactivity as taking responsibility for your life rather than blaming circumstances. Think of this habit as the difference between being the driver versus a passenger in your own life. Highly effective people act based on values, not feelings. They choose their response rather than reacting to external events. For example, if you receive criticism, a reactive person might feel hurt or defensive, while a proactive person would consider whether the criticism has merit and respond thoughtfully. Covey introduces the circle of influence and the circle of concern to illustrate how proactive people focus on what they can control rather than wasting energy on what they can't. Picture yourself at work. You can't control what your boss says or how your colleagues act, but you can control your own work ethic and how you respond to challenges. By putting energy into the circle of influence, you gradually expand it, becoming more empowered and less affected by external circumstances. Imagine a garden. You can't control the weather, but you can water the plants, pull out weeds, and tend to the soil. By focusing on these actions, you ensure that your garden will thrive, regardless of external conditions. Being proactive is about cultivating what's within your control and letting go of the rest. Next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, what can I do about this? And then act based on your values, not circumstances. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind, is about setting a clear vision for your life. Covey emphasizes the importance of creating a personal mission statement, which acts as a guiding compass. Think of it as setting a destination on a GPS. Without a destination, you're just driving in circles. Beginning with the end in mind gives you a clear purpose and direction in life. Creating a mission statement isn't just about listing goals. It's about reflecting on what you truly value and aspire to be. Covey suggests imagining your 80th birthday. What do you want people to say about you? How do you want to be remembered? By visualizing the legacy you want to leave, you gain clarity on the kind of person you want to become and the impact you wish to have. Think of a personal mission statement as a blueprint. Builders don't start construction without a clear plan, and we shouldn't embark on life without understanding our own values and vision. For example, if kindness is a core value, then your actions, whether in personal relationships or at work, will align with that value. Begin with the end in mind, and let this vision shape your daily decisions and actions. The third habit, put first things first, is about prioritizing what truly matters. Covey introduces a time management matrix with 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, urgent and important. Quadrant 2, not urgent but important. Quadrant 3, urgent but not important. And Quadrant 4, not urgent and not important. Covey argues that highly effective people focus on Quadrant 2 activities, which are important but not urgent, like planning, relationship building, and self-care. It's easy to get caught up in urgent tasks, like answering emails or dealing with small crises, but these often don't contribute to our long-term goals. Think of your time like a jar that you need to fill with rocks, pebbles, and sand. The rocks are your most important tasks: family, health, and personal growth. If you fill the jar with sand first, small distractions, there's no room for the big rocks. But if you start with the rocks, the sand and pebbles will fit around them. Covey encourages us to schedule time for these Quadrant 2 activities rather than letting them fall by the wayside. If you value health, plan regular exercise sessions, and prepare nutritious meals. If you want to improve your skills, set aside time for learning and development. Putting first things first means proactively making space for what matters, so it doesn't get pushed aside by trivial matters. Habit 4, think win-win, is about cultivating a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. Covey describes win-win as the belief that success doesn't have to come at someone else's expense. In a win-win scenario, both parties benefit, and this mindset builds trust and collaboration. Imagine you're negotiating with a colleague on a project deadline. A win-win approach means finding a timeline that benefits both of you, rather than one side imposing their preference. Covey explains that win-win is a balance of courage and consideration. It takes courage to assert your needs, but it also requires empathy to understand the other person's perspective. Think of win-win as a team sport. A basketball player who only cares about scoring doesn't help the team win. But when each player passes, defends, and supports their teammates, the whole team benefits. The essence of win-win lies in building relationships where both parties feel valued and fulfilled. This mindset moves beyond the zero-sum game of, if I win, you lose, or if you win, I lose. Instead, it is about creating outcomes that benefit everyone involved, promoting a sense of shared success. This approach often requires us to look beyond immediate gains and think in terms of long-term relationships and mutual respect. By adopting a win-win attitude, we make an effort to truly understand others' needs, fears, and desires, which fosters trust and leads to more meaningful connections. For example, in a business negotiation, someone with a win-win mindset won't just focus on maximizing their own profit, but will seek to ensure that the other party also gains something beneficial. This approach not only enhances the probability of reaching an agreement, but also lays the groundwork for future partnerships. Likewise, in personal relationships, whether between friends, family members, or romantic partners, a win-win perspective allows both people to feel heard and appreciated. When each person feels valued, the relationship strengthens, reducing resentment and promoting harmony. This balance of courage to express oneself and consideration for others builds a cooperative environment where everyone feels they have something to gain, ultimately creating a ripple effect of positivity and mutual respect in the community. Next time you're in a discussion, aim for a win-win outcome. Start by genuinely listening to the other person's needs and sharing your own. Approach challenges as opportunities to create value together, rather than competing. This habit isn't about compromise, it's about finding solutions that enhance both parties' outcomes. Habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood, focuses on the power of listening. Covey points out that most people listen with the intent to reply rather than to understand. Imagine you're putting together a jigsaw puzzle with a friend. If both of you are focused on your own piece without paying attention to each other, the puzzle will never come together. Covey explains that listening empathically, meaningfully connecting with the other person's perspective, is the highest form of listening. Empathic listening requires us to quiet our internal responses, focus fully on the other person, and respond thoughtfully. This habit builds trust and helps others feel valued because they know they're truly being heard. Think of empathic listening as a bridge-building tool. Each time you listen with genuine curiosity and understanding, you add a plank to the bridge that connects you to others. The next time you're in a conversation, make a conscious effort to pause, put your own thoughts aside, and simply listen. This habit strengthens relationships, builds trust, and allows for deeper, more effective communication. Habit 6, synergize, is about creative cooperation. Covey describes synergy as the idea that two heads are better than one. Think of synergy as collaboration that doesn't just combine two ideas but creates a new, better solution. Imagine you're working on a project with a colleague. Rather than sticking to your ideas, you both brainstorm, and together you come up with an innovative solution that neither of you would have thought of alone. Synergy values differences. It's about blending unique strengths to achieve something greater. Think of synergy like a symphony orchestra. If each musician only played solos, the music would lack harmony. But when they play together, each instrument enhances the others, creating a full and beautiful sound. To practice synergy, start by embracing diversity in thought, experience, and perspective. Encourage collaboration in your teams and view disagreements as opportunities to expand and improve ideas. By creating an environment that welcomes different viewpoints, you unlock the potential for innovation and growth. The final habit, sharpen the saw, is about self-renewal. Covey describes it as taking time to recharge physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Think of yourself as a saw. If you keep cutting without stopping to sharpen the blade, you'll become dull and ineffective. But if you take breaks to sharpen the saw, you'll work with greater ease and efficiency. Covey emphasizes balance across 4 areas: physical, exercise, nutrition, rest; mental, learning, growth; emotional, relationships, self-care; and spiritual, values, purpose. For example, taking time for physical exercise strengthens your body, while setting aside time for reflection nurtures your inner sense of purpose. Each dimension is like a leg on a chair. When all are strong, the chair is stable. To sharpen the saw, create habits that support each dimension of renewal. Maybe you can start with 15 minutes of reading every day for mental growth, a weekly walk in nature for spiritual clarity, or regular check-ins with friends to nurture emotional health. By taking time for self-care, you renew your energy and become more effective in all areas of life. Renewing yourself involves a balanced approach to caring for your body, mind, heart, and spirit, which are all interconnected. Physical renewal might include exercise, healthy eating, and adequate rest, which provide the stamina needed to engage fully with other aspects of life. Mentally, you could stimulate your mind with activities that challenge you, such as learning new skills, solving puzzles, or even engaging in meaningful conversations. Emotionally, nurturing connections with loved ones and practicing gratitude can help create stability and fulfillment. Additionally, engaging in hobbies or creative outlets gives you an emotional release and contributes to a sense of purpose. On the spiritual level, finding a practice that resonates with you, whether it's meditation, prayer, journaling, or simply spending time in nature, can offer a profound sense of peace and direction. All of these actions together support the philosophy of sharpening the saw, meaning we enhance our ability to handle life's challenges and grow resilient. When we prioritize this holistic approach to self-renewal, we foster personal growth that not only benefits ourselves, but also enriches our interactions with others. This continuous process of self-care ensures that, rather than burning out, we remain vibrant, capable, and fully engaged in each role we play, from work to relationships, ultimately leading to a balanced and fulfilling life. Spiritual practices have always been deeply connected to human well-being, and in today's fast-paced, goal-oriented society, they often become neglected or misunderstood. Many people tend to associate spirituality with religion, which, while important for many, is just one form of spiritual practice. The true essence of spiritual renewal lies in the ability to reconnect with something larger than oneself, whether that's nature, a higher power, or the deep well of inner wisdom that we all have access to. The first step in spiritual renewal is awareness. It requires us to step back from the constant noise and busyness of daily life to reflect on what truly matters. In the hustle of modern existence, it's easy to forget the importance of the quiet moments that help us reconnect with our inner selves. When we create space for stillness, we open the door to deeper self-understanding, peace, and clarity. This space could be created through meditation, where you quiet your mind and focus on your breath, letting go of the stress and distractions of the day. Or it could be through prayer or journaling, where you express your innermost thoughts, desires, and gratitude, allowing yourself to process emotions and gain insights that otherwise may be buried beneath the surface. To wrap up the 7 habits of highly effective people, remember that true effectiveness isn't just about doing more. It's about aligning your actions with your values, building strong relationships, and taking care of yourself along the way. Each habit builds on the previous one, creating a comprehensive approach to living a life of purpose and integrity. Covey's message is clear. Effectiveness starts with inner character, not just external success. By building these 7 habits, we create a foundation for lasting success, meaningful relationships, and personal fulfillment. The journey may be long, but each habit you develop brings you closer to the person you aspire to be. Thank you for watching. If this video inspired you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into personal growth. Here's to building habits that lead to a balanced, purposeful, and impactful life. See you next time.